Welcome to Fklef Music Connect, where we redefine your listening experience. Please like and subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon to get new videos updates.
LIZZYJAY is one of the famous Nigerian comedians popularly known as Omo Ibadan. She's the CEO of OMOIBADAN Osun Center, a comedy skit currently making waves on social media. Background information: full name Adeyela Adebola, birthplace Ile-Ife, Osun State, nationality Nigerian, famous as comedian, actress, social media star, years active 2017 present, also known as Omo Ibadan, education, the Polytechnic Ibadan, religion, Christian, Instagram at I am LIZZYJAY, biographical and educational history. LIZZYJAY, the famous comedian, was born and brought up in Ile-Ife, Osun State. Her dad is a politician and her mom is a federal worker. She had both her primary and secondary school education at the School of Science, Ile-Ife. She later furthered a National Diploma at the Polytechnic, Ede. LIZZYJAY is now a graduate at the Polytechnic Ibadan from HND, and she studied microbiology. LIZZYJAY's comedy journey officially started in the year 2017. That was around April when she decided to start making funny thoughts into skits rather than just writing posts on Facebook. During those periods, she made her living through make my money through adverts, event hosting, and other things. It's a concept that builds around a dumb head teacher teaching other ignorant students, just because she believes teaching is the only means of livelihood and she can get it in that vicinity. Despite the fact that the parents in the area are not educated, they still strive so hard to make sure that their children get education, even if they don't have much to send them to school. The dumb head teacher takes this as an opportunity to scam the entire community, making them believe she is a teacher and she is capable of educating their children. Unknowingly to the parents, the so-called Omo Ibadan is just a dumb head. When asked about what influenced Omo Ibadan Coaching Center concept, she said, "I really can't say this is exactly what influenced it. It's just my random thoughts. I've had few comedy skits before I came up with the Omo Ibadan Coaching Center concept. I saw people loved and accepted it, so I decided to build more around the concept and continue like a series." She is the CEO of Omo Ibadan Coaching Center, a comedy skit currently making waves on social media. She started her acting career in 2019, and she has since featured in many Nollywood movies. In fact, she's becoming more famous with people her acting prowess. When asked which she preferred between comedy and acting, she said, "I love both and I appreciate them. My comedy skills are more of me acting. So how do I separate one from one? It's impossible. So I love both." She is currently not in a relationship, not because men don't come to her, but because she believes many her men feel her husbands. How did the journey as a comedian start for you? I've always been a lady with a great sense of human rights from time. As a matter of fact, I have fans on Facebook who look forward to my funny write-ups, but the journey officially started in the year 2017. That was around April when I decided to start making these funny thoughts into skits rather than just writing posts on Facebook. How did you turn it into a business? I didn't start comedy because I thought it was going to bring me money. I started for the love of it, but when you are consistent with what you do, the unexpected will start happening. I make my money through adverts, shows, events, hosting, and other things. What influenced your comedy line? I really can't say this is exactly what influenced it. It's just my random thoughts. I've had few comedy skits before I came up with the Omo Ibadan coaching center concept. I saw people loved and accepted it, so I decided to build more around the concept and continue like a series. Can you shed more light on Omo Ibadan coaching center concept? It's a concept that builds around a dumb health teacher teaching other ignorant students just because she believes teaching is the only means of livelihood and she can get it in that vicinity. Despite the fact that the parents in the area are not educated, they still strive so hard to make sure that their children get education, and if they don't have much to send them to school, the dumb health teacher takes this as an opportunity to scam the entire community, making them believe she is a teacher and she's capable of educating their children. Unknowingly to the parents, the so-called Omo Ibadan is just a dumb head. Is this concept a true life story you adopted somewhere? Not at all. It's just a fiction and it's my concept. You are from Osun State and you speak Ibadan language. What is the secret? I don't know how I learned to speak the accent. Maybe from Yoruba movies I watch, or maybe because I once schooled in Ede. Ede also has a familiar accent with Oyo. When you first started, did you see future in it? I started doing skit not really as a serious thing. I was just doing it for fun. I attached no importance to it at first. It was later I started seeing something worthwhile in it. Though I was discouraged by many when I started with the skits, but because I'm the type who does just what I want to do. Can you share with us some of the discouragements you got and from who? I wouldn't like to share the discouragements or from whom they came from, because I believe all the people who encourage and the ones who discourage wanted the best for me, and they are all part of my success story today. You know, sometimes people discourage you not because they really want to or they don't want the best for you, but because they don't just see anything positive or any future in what you're trying to do. That's why it's good to believe in yourself and do what you know how to do best, no matter what other feels about it. At that moment you were being discharged, how did you feel and what kept you on in doing it? As long as it has to do with my life, I have learned to listen to myself and stick to my own decisions more than I listen to other people's opinion. After all, the only person that knows the best thing for me is I. As long as I have a positive feeling about what I'm doing, I don't care what others say. Skit making then doesn't cost me anything, just my time to record the skit and my MB to upload. And many people appreciate it. Some people will even call and say thank you for making us smile. That's enough encouragement for me. That's enough to keep me doing the skits. Now that God has opened doors for you in this job, what is the reaction of those who discourage you initially? Well, they don't have a choice now than to support me. How was your parents' reaction when you delved into showbiz? Thank God for the kind of parent they are. They support everything I do, especially my dad. He is my number one fan and cheerleader. Ever since you kicked off professionally, what are the challenges you have been facing? The challenges now are not something I want to talk about. Are they that critical that you don't want to share them? Too petty to talk about and I don't know where to pick or start saying it from. Okay, let's just say there is none. Can you take us through your growing up? How was it like? Growing up was fun. I grew up in an environment where there were many kids. So we really had fun. It wasn't the get inside type of life parents operate with their kids now. Can you tell us about parents? My dad is a politician and my mom is a federal worker. That's all you can know about them for now. Interesting. Politician in which state, and has he ever held any political office? You can't know further. Why or you are not proud of him? Of course I am, but I'm sure this interview is all about me and my career. Just make do with a little I told you about my parents. Share with us your educational background. I had my secondary school education at the School of Science, Ile-Ife. My national diploma was at the Polytechnic, Ede. Now at the Polytechnic, Ibadan for my HND studying microbiology. What level are you now and why did you choose microbiology? I am at the moment in higher national diploma, HND1. I decided to study the course because I love medical related courses. How do you now cope with male fans, especially your schoolmates? I have a manager, so most of my calls go to him. And once I see that a call from a particular person is getting too much and it's not about business, I will put a stop in answering the call. As for my mates in school, I relate with them very well, and that's all. I want to believe that you have a boyfriend, and if I am right, how does he now cope with your new status? I am not in a relationship for now. Why? Nothing. Are men not coming for you? Many are men, few are husbands. You have started acting in some Yoruba movies. How did that happen? You know, I said it earlier that when you are consistent with what you do, things start happening. When people see what I do, they invite me to take part in their movies. Between acting and comedy, which one do you appreciate more? I love both and I appreciate them. My comedy skits are more of me acting. So how do I separate one from one? It's impossible, so I love both. What should your fan be expecting from you soon? They should watch out for the best of LIZZYJAY.